Crypto scams are on the rise, and the latest case in the UK is a chilling reminder of just how dangerous the digital world can be. Two men have been arrested in connection with a six-figure crypto fraud that targeted a 75-year-old pensioner from Aberdeenshire, but this isn't just an isolated incident, it's actually part of a much larger trend known as pig butchering. So let's break it all down. So what exactly is a pig butchering scam? Well, the name comes from quite a cruel analogy in that scammers fatten up their victims with fake trust and promises before slaughtering them financially. And these scams are growing fast, and just last year, Chainalysis reported a 40% increase in fraudulent revenue from pig butchering alone. And, that's a massive chunk of the crypto crime wave. Now back to the case at hand. This all started in July 2024 when the victim reported the fraud. Police Scotland launched an investigation, and yesterday they moved in. Officers travelled from Scotland to England, working with West Midlands and South Yorkshire police also, I believe, which ended up leading to 2 arrests. Now, a 54-year-old man in Coventry and a 36-year-old man in Mexborough have now been charged. And this operation highlights the growing cooperation between different UK police forces to tackle cyber-enabled crimes, which have been escalating, over the years. And Detective Sergeant David Williamson, who led the investigation, has a warning for everyone, which is to stay alert and report any suspicious activity. He's seen cases like this before, because back in 2021, a Yorkshire man named Benjamin Riley ran a fake trading bot scam that tricked a 30-year-old from Aberdeen into handing over £10,000. Riley was caught, but not before his victim lost everything. So these scams are often incredibly sophisticated, and fraudsters sometimes take weeks or even months to build trust up before they actually make their move. And unfortunately, cases like this are just the tip of the iceberg. While Ponzi schemes are still the biggest crypto fraud category, pig butchering scams now account for 1/3 of all fraudulent revenue. And fraudsters are using social media, they use dating apps, they're very popular, and even professional networking sites like LinkedIn to target victims. And these criminals also often operate from abroad, making prosecution difficult. But law enforcement agencies worldwide are starting now to collaborate more closely to track and try to shut down these operations. And let's not forget that these scams don't just hurt people financially. It's not that black and white. They actually, they take an emotional toll. They lead some victims into serious distress. They can even lead to suicides and things like that, and embarrassment. And that's why vigilance is absolutely key here. If I can give you some advice, it would be that if it sounds too good to be true, it probably is. There's other things you can do, some practical advice, which is to be cautious of unsolicited messages, especially from strangers, and especially talking about investments. Always verify investment opportunities through your own research, your own independent research, not guided by anybody, especially nobody that's contacted you. Speak with trusted family and friends even, before making financial decisions. They might have other things that or might be able to raise things that you haven't actually thought about, and they'll have your best interests at heart. Another small one is to actually check if an exchange or a platform that you might be using or that you've been led to actually has safety warnings in place before you transact. So before you withdraw your money from an exchange, they usually say, "Are you sure? Is this the correct address? Have you checked it? Have you, I've noticed that on scam websites that almost never happens. They just let you go through with it. Also, never send funds to an individual, especially, or a platform without verifying its authenticity. And always, another big one is use security features like two-factor authentication. They add extra layers of protection. And to truly understand the impact of these scams, we can just listen to what some of the victims have said after. There was one woman from Manchester that lost 50,000 quid after an online acquaintance convinced her to invest in a fake trading scheme. Another victim, a retiree from London, was left devastated after transferring his savings to a scammer posing as an investment advisor. And, these types of stories are stark warnings, because if it can happen to them, it can happen to anyone. And so while individual vigilance is crucial, the industry itself has a role to play in preventing these scams. Traditional banking apps in the UK already have warning prompts before large transactions, but many DeFi platforms don't. And experts argue that crypto exchanges could or should implement similar features that warn users about potential scams before they send funds. I know that some platforms are already working on solutions, but there's a long way to go. Now, crypto is an exciting space, but with opportunity comes risk. Always remember that. Scammers are getting more sophisticated, but with the right knowledge and with precautious behavior, you can stay safe. And if you found this video helpful, make sure to like, subscribe and share. It could save someone from falling into a similar trap. Thanks for watching, thanks for listening, and I'll see you in the next one.